guys, Tatsugos58 here, back on the another solid JJ video for you guys. Today we have Spider-Man meets Stan Lee, and it's looking to be an interesting one, because everybody knows that Stan Lee is the creator of Marvel itself. So I like to imagine that all the Marvel heroes, all the Marvel characters, they like see him as like a god, like a deity. So imagine this interaction with Spider-Man. Maybe Spider-Man sees him as like God, maybe Stan Lee tries to explain to him that he's like a normal guy or something like that. Honestly, that would be pretty funny when you really think about it, but I really don't know what to expect from this video. Solid JJ released a good Pokemon video last week. I watched it, but I didn't do a video on it, but I look forward to getting back into it for you guys today. So let's jump right in and see what Solid JJ has to offer for us today. And click.
Hey, Great Handsome, got a second? I got a little turnaround, and...
Spider-Man in my office? Pam, call Dr. Levins. It's happening again. The voices, too.
Wait, hold on. I'm the genuine
Her
artist.
voices.
Give me a moment of your time, and I'll explain everything.
Ugh! Oh, Jesus Christ!
So,
Explain. You didn't explain anything. You just swung around for half an hour.
but look, I was
Just swung around for a half hour.
Here, and something tells me you're...
Okay, Spider-Man is aware that Lee is his creator.
Well, I just wanted to tell you that you're an asshole.
What?
Well,
What?
it sucks, man, and that's been you. That's been all you.
This is not going the direction I saw this going.
Everything in my life I thought was some sort of lesson about responsibility, but really it was just some guy writing the funny
Wait,
pages.
so you read the comics? What
Yeah.
we wrote really happened to you?
Oh, don't you catch on quick.
Did 9/11 happen? What? It's just, did 9/11 happen? Because we did a few issues about it, so...
Whoa, really? Did they actually do that?
Are you trying to say they could have been avoided, or...
Look, we're getting sidetracked. What was it you'd like to ask me specifically?
Oh, where do I begin? Gwen Stacy, George Stacy, Harry Osborn? All dead and for what? Some
Well,
setup?
actually, those weren't me.
No, those, it's pretty early.
Yeah, I feel like that was more
Not a
like
fan of
in
those
the,
either.
Huh. Well, how about that mess of a
more the
clone saga?
editors
How my entire
thing,
life
you
become a
know?
labyrinth of confusing twists
Not
and-
me either.
Really?
Nada. Ooh, nada, man.
Norman being the Green Goblin.
Nada,
Venom,
man.
The symbiotes in general.
No.
Aunt May dying, Aunt May coming back, MJ's miscarriage, losing our marriage to the devil.
No, and most definitely not.
Really? None of that was you? I mean, even the stuff with Paul.
Well, what? No, now even I'm a bit out of my depth here.
Oh, geez, Stan, what have you actually done on your own?
Have you ever heard of Stripperella?
Oh, God.
No,
Oh.
it's genius.
Yeah,
She's
I
a
heard of
stripper,
that
as
one.
you've probably pieced
They did
together,
have a
but
show,
she has
believe it
this
or not.
magic belly button ring that...
Okay, I think I'm good. Thanks for nothing, God. Do I even celebrate Christmas
He
anymore?
called him
Can
God.
you make up
Now,
Jesus?
hold on just a second, Pete. Maybe it's true. Maybe I didn't pen all the twists and turns in your life. But what I did give you is more important than all of that combined. I gave you your voice.
We don't sound alike at all.
What?
Oh, you meant
That's right.
Figuratively.
You might have not been given an easy path in life. Hell, maybe not even an easy world to begin with. But I gave you, every quip, every monologue. I gave you doubt, uncertainty, fear. I made you human, Pete, and whenever the odds were stacked against you, it was me who'd will you to shout back to hell with the odds and rise to the occasion. With
Pretty
great
inspirational.
power comes great responsibility. Where do you think that came from? Off a newspaper?
Appreciate the sentiment, Stan, but what does it matter? None of it's real.
Listen here, true believer. You're more real than me and the rest of the bullpen tied together. You mean a whole lot to a whole lot of people. Believe you me. Even if the pen and paper gets passed around to, well, more names than I can think of, the one thing that's always stayed true is you, kid. And I'm just lucky enough to have been the one to set you in the right direction.
Well, I can't say you aren't good with your words. Maybe there is some hope for this webhead after all.
Excelsior!
Excelsior?
Don't knock the Excelsior,
Oh,
kid.
sorry, I
Excelsior.
Now, go on,
Don't knock
Spider-Man.
it.
There's a city who needs their hero. And if I know you, you're not about to keep them waiting.
You just put the words right in my mouth. Literally. Thanks, Stan. For everything.
Anytime, Spidey. Now go out there and make me proud. And if you ever want to have another chat, you know where to find me.
Spider-Man, there you are. I've been looking. Wait, what are you doing here? You were supposed to talk with Steve Ditko.
Never come back here again.
Thank you so much for watching this video. But
Yeah,
I
who's
think
that?
it's
Steve
an even bigger
Ditko.
thank you to
I don't know
Mr.
who that
Scott Whyte
is.
for supplying the voice of Stan Lee in this video. The list of things
Scott
discussed
Whyte.
in the thing goes on and on, but the most recent things you might recognize him as is as the Human Torch in Marvel Rivals and as Crash Bandicoot. Just Crash Bandicoot.
Oh, really?
If someone voiced the king of cameos, it's got to be a big cameo of it itself. So thank you once again, Scott. We love you.
I'll have
And
to look
also,
that guy
leave a
up.
link down below. And as always, the part you stayed for this video is brought to you by Gamer Subs and a huge announcement that European and Australian sites are now open. If you're from one of those made-up countries I just said, you can also get a free shaker with any tub that let you buy. Just remember to use code SOLID to get 10% off on your order, and it helps me out, and it makes me smile and giggle and laugh. Alright, it's late enough in the video.
How the fuck did I get Scott Whyte for this?
Okay, that was pretty funny. But, okay, yeah, that was a pretty good, solid JJ video. I like how, he was aware that Stan Lee created him, and then started questioning him about all his, like, tragedies and stuff, but I like his shot when Lee says that he had nothing to do with that. It's all, like, the other creators, all the editors and stuff like that. He had, like, no direct involvement in any of his stuff, but he's the one who created Spider-Man to begin with. Yeah, that's pretty funny. But, yeah, pretty funny video nonetheless. It was I like the plot where he was aware of, like, he was in a comic. That's similar to, like, the plot of the one comic, Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe. I never actually read it. I watched the animated, like, recap of it on there. Marvel's official channel. It's actually really good. It's like TLDR or something. Too long, didn't read or something. That's kind of what it stands for. But anyway, basically, Deadpool, he gets like a new motivation to kill every Marvel hero and villain in the Marvel Universe. And at one point, he encounters like Professor X. He uses his mind powers, and he realizes that the reason why Deadpool's doing all this is because he knows that he's a fictional character, and he's doing all this so all the stuff they do has like no real meaning. It's just for entertainment purposes. He's trying to put everyone out of their misery to like avoid all that. And Professor X ends up dying from shock, but he completely understands what Deadpool is up to. So, and that's what Spider-Man here kind of reminded me of. He kind of brought that he's aware that he's in a comic, and all his tragedies and stuff, they were just for the funny pages. Yeah, really good, solid JJ video this time around, guys. Really good one. But I'm going to have to look up who the Scott Whyte guy is. I looked him up here just a moment ago. It says he was in That 70s Show, the D2, The Mighty Ducks. Let's see, what else was he in? He was in Full House. Oh, well, you know, he was in Mad. He voiced the Spock and Hawkeye. I think that's pretty cool. Let's see, Love, Death, and Robots. He was in 4 episodes of that back in 2019. Carmen Sandiego. American Dad. Arcane. Ooh, he was in Close Enough. He voiced Evan. Who's Evan? I know. I know I watched all of Close Enough recently. I don't know who this Evan guy is. I'll look at that character up later. Let's see, he was also in some video games. Transformers, Star Wars Old Republic, Call of Duty. Ooh, he was in Skylanders. I'm a big fan of those games. I really hope they bring those back. Let's see. Lego Jurassic World, Lego Dimensions, Force Awakens, the Lego game, Spyro Reignited trilogy. He voiced the Crash Bandicoot in Crash 4. Yeah, when he mentioned Crash Bandicoot, I was thinking, like, I remember that the Crash's voice actor, he was also voiced by the guy who voiced the Wacko in Animaniacs, and I was like, what? Scott Whyte voices Wacko? But no, it says here that Jess Harnell voices Wacko, and White replaced him voicing Crash in that game. Yeah, that's what got me thinking about who this guy was, honestly. But yeah, it's pretty cool that he got him involved in the video. But yeah, I really liked the fourth wall break in this video. I loved how inspirational Stan Lee got the speech and stuff, but I don't know who that guy was who appeared at the end, though. Like, don't ever come here again. Yeah, I guess Spider-Man, that's just like a really bad character or something like that. But yeah, really good, solid JJ video nonetheless. Anyway, that does it for this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed. I hope you like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Later.